Hey guys, Tycho here. Today I'm going to show you how to do a bass sound from Dance Machine by GTRONIC, I believe. Actually, I haven't heard of this artist before, but a subscriber wanted to know how to make a bass sound from it, so this is what I did. So you've heard the song before, it sounds pretty close, and if you haven't, then here's a tutorial on an awesome bass song. Sound. My project will be in the description, the patch file, if you guys would like to download it, but I do a few things to make it sound better, so you might want to stick around. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a massive patch, of course. I don't really know if the mono and stereo thing really helps anything, but it might. So we got a new massive patch. First thing we're going to do is load in the dirty throat. Take this down 2 octaves, 24 semitones. Let's turn the wavetable position up a little bit, leave the intensity on full, amp on full is fine, and send everything to filter 1. That was a burp talk. And then we're going to put on the scream, get some nice distortion in on here. And we're going to take the cutoff and make it work with the performer. I always get a lot of questions about the performer because sometimes it doesn't load defaultly. All you need to do is click on any of these green guys, click here, and go to performer. I also have an entire tutorial on the performer if you guys would like to learn more about that. So I'm going to do my ratio 1:8, and whatever these ramps hit is what these knobs will actually move. Let's do 2 ramps like this, and then I believed I used a flat guy and something like that. I'm going to copy down these notes so you guys can hear what I'm doing. So, we're on our way. Alright, let's turn on a phase, turn the octave down, and let's distort the crap out of this thing. Alright, maybe not the crap out of it. We'll turn that on later. Then let's go to the parabolic shaper, add some fatty distortion, go to the envelope so it doesn't lose volume over time. And then let's take an LFO and switch it to 2/1. We want this thing going super slow. And then let's put that over the wavetable position so it's actually... Hear that swing now? How it goes now like the song does? Well, that's how they did it right there. Then we got to put on a small reverb. Like I always recommend, if you have other reverb plugins, you should use them. I mean, sometimes you can get away with getting a pretty good reverb in Massive, but a lot of times you can't. Another thing you can do if you want it a little bit more swingy, like how we added that LFO, is you can turn on the vibrato a little bit. I'd like bring that in on like the second part of the drop, you know, get it a little funky. But the only thing I did besides that was make a sublayer, and actually did this a little bit different than normal. What I did was duplicate the patch, bring over the notey information, the MIDI notes, and then I pretty much just took the scream filter, turned it down a lot, and then turned off this oscillator, turned on amp 1, put it to a sine wave, and then all the way to sine, and then let's solo it so you guys can really hear it. Then turn off the P shaper. And there's a sub, right? And then it's already rocking the same way as the other one. So now what we need to do is put on some sidechain compression, and we are good to go. Well, actually, no. We do have one more issue. Let's EQ it. We're going to put a high pass on the bass sound at 140. save some, oh shoot, at 140. And then we're going to put a low pass on the sub at 140. So these frequencies won't be going in each other over in the mix, fighting for headroom and making distortion and all that stuff, which you don't want. 140, enter. So now it should be clean. Compared to the original. All right, that's a little bit more greasy. Let's find out how we can get that. Maybe a little bit more resonance. That's everything at the same time. That's pretty cool. And the last thing we need to do is just EQ it, bring out the brightness. So I'm going to turn down 200 so our snare has room to breathe, turn up around here, and turn up the highs. And there you have it. All of the patch for download in the description, and tell me what you want your next tutorial on. Enjoy.